Greetings. This is going to be a collective energy reading. First and foremost, Holy Spirit, casting away all dark energies sent to harm or disturb me, my loved ones, and you. All right, so to start this out, actually, I'm going to pull some tarot oracle cards to start you guys off. Holy Spirit, any messages for the collective at this time? Anything that they need to know? All right. So this is the first card that came out. Somebody realizes that they made the wrong decision. Okay. And it's because of a transformation that you're going through at this time. So this is your sign to make sure that you're remaining grounded, okay? Make sure that you're remaining like having a strong faith and making sure that your foundation is definitely set, especially when it comes to having a strong, solid spiritual foundation. All right. You are definitely at the end of a cycle, or somebody is just, thinking of breaking up with somebody. So, what you're being called to do is make sure that you are confident within yourself. All right. Make sure that you are sure of yourself and the decisions that you're making. Make sure that you know your strengths and your weaknesses and that you're embracing your personal truth. All right. So, it's all about accepting yourself, flaws and all. All right. So, a Capricorn could be significant, or you could just be an individual that has some of the traits of a high vibrating Capricorn, which would be practicality, loyalty, nurturing. You're a very stable individual, but you also might have like a fear of failure. So definitely work on that at this time. Okay? Somebody's definitely in a renewal phase. Okay? You're definitely rebuilding yourself from the inside out. Okay? So this is representing a lot of new beginnings and somebody just simply putting the pieces back together. All right? All right, so what I'm going to start out with our tarot is I'm going to clarify who about this somebody realizes that they made the wrong decision. Yeah. So there definitely was an ending that happened, okay? It was definitely someone that, they thought they were a player, they thought that they could just get away with things. And they may have been able to get away with certain things a lot in the past, but they're realizing as they get older that shit is not cute no more. Yeah. And that's why you felt like you had to make this ending. Right? Glad about this. That card came around, Holy Spirit. Yeah. Like you definitely started to soul search. You started to talk to the Most High, Yahweh, the universe, the Holy Spirit, God. You definitely started to seek knowledge. And it's like you found out a lot of things about yourself as you have gone through this journey. Okay. And you're also learning how to follow your instincts more and more. Like you're becoming more comfortable every time that you do it because you realize like the more that your vibration raises, the more that you glow, the more beautiful that you look, and the more peace that you're obtaining. Okay. Right. Anything else they need to know, Holy Spirit? Ooh, it's a lot that came out. All right. So you definitely took a break. Like, you walked away from whatever doesn't serve your journey. You have no time for people that want to remain mysterious. Those that have like a fraudulent type of energy. Like, you are able to tell really quick through this clarity that you have, like, who is moving and moving through a mask, like they have like a mask up and it's like you can see right through that mask. And sometimes when you're able to have that type of sight, people get upset with it. They feel like you're full of yourself or whatever, but in actuality you're healing. Okay, I'm definitely talking to someone that is healing themselves every day, and you heal yourself every day by standing in your divine energy, standing in your divine power. So, whoever I'm talking to, you're definitely becoming comfortable with the fact that you can love yourself. Okay, you can be at peace with your past. Okay, you might have had a very hard childhood, but you're definitely moving forward from it. Okay, somebody is definitely in the spotlight when it comes to individuals from their past. I am going to, yeah, what about the Six of Cups, Six of Wands, Holy Spirit? Yeah. So somebody from your past, they're suffering from anxiety and a lot of fears at this point because they're realizing that you're not playing with them anymore. You're not playing about your growth. You're not playing about your journey. You're not in the business of always having conflicts with individuals. Like maybe in the past, it was a lot of back and forth, but now you're not participating any longer. You're just walking away. And that's a really good space for you to be in, okay? You're no longer allowing individuals to bait you into being your low vibrational self, okay? You are gathering your strength, and actually, you are realizing that your strength is in your silence, okay? So, what you're being called to do is continue to stand in your power. All right. These individuals that are in your energy, they want you to be stagnant. They don't want you to move. They don't want you to be in a high vibrational state. Okay. Because it brings more attention for them to really look within. Once you're no longer participating in the chatter, you know what I'm saying? You're standing in your personal power. These individuals are realizing how immature they are, how immature they've been. Okay. And that is why they are now realizing they did make the wrong decision by judging you too soon, by, treating you in a way that they knew they shouldn't have treated you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't deserve that. All right. And if nobody has told you, you did not deserve any of the traumas and the pain that you went through in your past. Okay. So, what you're being called to do, if there are still some things that are very sensitive and they're hard to move forward from, you're being called to make peace with that and to forgive yourself. Okay. Give yourself grace. Things happen and you're not able to just wipe it off your back. Sometimes it hurts you, especially in your heart, especially when it's somebody that you cared about, somebody that you felt like would be in your life in the long term. Give yourself grace, okay? Because you're still healing. All right. Yeah. And as you're still healing, make sure that you're maintaining these boundaries, okay? Stand in your authoritative power, okay? Do not let nobody trick you out your spot. All right, clarify this info card, Holy Spirit. I also could be talking to an Aries. Yeah. And with this Hierophant card, it definitely was some type of commitment. Okay, clarify this card, Holy Spirit. God, come on. All right. And somebody is very emotional. Okay, this individual is very emotional as they find out the truth about themselves. They're very emotional as they find out the truth about you because somebody definitely prejudged you. Okay. Child, give me a moment. Oh no, it's fine. It looked like it was about to die from the angle that it was, but it's fine. All right, Holy Spirit, clarify this Emperor and this Hierophant. Because the way it is on my thread is that they're right next to each other. I said thread, my spread. It's so right next to each other. All right. Yeah, like you following your intuition, it broke the illusion. All right. So this individual is no longer able to pull the wool over your eyes. They're no longer able to deceive you in any kind of way. So it definitely could have been some type of commitment. But I'm going to clarify the Hierophant on its own in a moment. All right. So we got 10 of Cups. All right. So you're definitely feeling very fulfilled. Okay. You are appreciating your blessings that you have. And you're also keeping yourself in the energy to be able to receive these blessings that's on the way to you. All right. Clarify this Hierophant card, Holy Spirit. Yeah. Somebody took pure action to block your intuition. And what you did, instead of you lashing out, instead of you seeking revenge, instead of you pushing yourself back a couple steps in your healing journey, you chose to really stand in your power and sit on your throne. You chose to take this pure action towards seeking divine guidance. You started to pray more. You started to meditate. You started to ground your energy because you really were focused on healing. Like it wasn't for a look, you know? And that's the best thing because there was definitely somebody talking in the background. All right, because they didn't want you to be able to move on from this conflict. But as you started to forgive yourself, as you continue to forgive yourself for who you were in the past and how you may have reacted to situations in the past, you're realizing, like, hey, I wasn't that bad. You know, somebody definitely had a skewed view of the person that you were in the past. You're very, very hard on yourself. Okay? Nobody's perfect. So you need to realize that nobody is perfect. Nobody walking this earth is perfect. Nobody walking this earth has the right to judge anyone for anything. Okay? You have a lot of forward momentum at this time. Okay, so I don't know if someone's been feeling like, I don't know if things is moving forward. Like, I don't know if my spirit team is hearing me. I don't know if God is here believing in me. Yes, this balance that you feel, okay, this sense of pride that you have for yourself, and it's not a low vibrational type of pride, you know, it's leading to a lot of forward momentum for you. All right, so just make sure that you're continuing to follow your intuition. Okay, make sure that you are certain of your path. And whenever you open up your mouth to say anything to anybody else, make sure that you're being honest. All right, make sure that you're communicating honestly and clearly. All right, Holy Spirit, clap out a temperance card. Yeah. All right, so I definitely could be talking to a divine masculine, but there's no, tarot has no gender. Okay, this card also represents generosity, and it also represents you achieving a lot of goals with all the hard work that you're doing. Okay, and it's more so because spirit is mostly giving me an inkling towards your emotions. Okay, because you've done a lot of hard work to gain mental clarity, and that's really good. Hmm. Yeah, you were going through a tower moment at one time, and it really had your head, all jumbled up and messed up as you were navigating through this journey because you really didn't know what to do. You really didn't know, what steps to take. All right. And through your consistency at this time, through your consistency right now, that is directly leading to your wish fulfillment. All right. And you've been resolving a lot of conflicts, especially that you had mentally with individuals that were just, they were not committed to growing with you, but they still wanted to keep you around. It's like somebody wanted you to keep you around literally just to torture you. Insanity. Clarify this 4 wands in reverse. Yeah, yeah. And you used your strength and your courage to beat this exhaustion that you were feeling, to beat this depression that you were feeling, to beat this anger that you were feeling. All right. And you're really standing in your strength at this time. All right. You're realizing that, hey, I am a divine being. I am beautiful. I am worthy of love. You have no right to judge me for my journey. Everyone has their own journey, everyone has their own path. Sometimes we have highs, sometimes we have lows. But no matter what, you stood in your power, you stood in your strength, and you stood up for what was right. Right? And that's also causing a lot of individuals to, they're lacking faith right now because somebody had so much faith, like they were so sure that you were done with. All right, you could have been going through some type of depression or something, but somebody was definitely sure that you were done with. Literally, like, and you were just going through the motions. When it came to your emotions, you had very high emotions and very low. Your highs was high, but your lows was low. All right, and when you was going through that low period, you had a lot of individuals that did not believe in you. They did not believe that you were gonna move past it, but you did. All right, so acknowledge that and make sure that you're practicing gratitude for that. All right, closing messages, Holy Spirit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, you setting these boundaries and remaining focused on the things that are conducive to your healing journey, the things that are conducive to the dreams that you have, the dreams that you're looking forward to. It's gonna lead to so much, man. It's gonna lead to your horizons expanding. It's gonna lead to a lot of individuals looking up to you. All right, it's gonna lead to your spirit team giving you even more signs and synchronicities. Like, keep going. All right, you on the right path. Keep going. All right, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself now. All right? Because a big part of your manifestation is you standing your ground. You're not letting nobody play with you. And you realizing I don't gotta yell, I don't gotta cuss you out, I don't gotta scream, I don't gotta cry, I don't gotta reason with you. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. So you either get with it or get left. All right? Stand up for yourself. Don't let nobody talk crazy to you. Don't let nobody treat you crazy. Don't let anyone tell you where you are on your healing journey. All right? Don't let anyone tell you how you feel. All right? I don't feel quite done. So, what you're being called to do is remain hopeful. Okay? Because every time you pray, every time you look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I am a star, I am a divine goddess, I am a divine God. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of compassion. Those desires that you have, they are coming into your reality. All right? And it's moving in fast. I can't lie. Because the way that Temperance card came out, it's moving in fast. You're gaining so much momentum. And it's through you believing in yourself. All right? And this is something that was definitely on my mind as well. If you have a favorite color, wear that favorite color. Look up the meaning of that favorite color, right? And it's gonna open up a lot for you, all right? Especially when it comes to your growth and you know, you really knowing the path that you're on, because you're gonna realize all the synchronicities, all right? Because there are no coincidences. Everything is for a reason. Everything, all right? Nothing is random, all right? And this choice that you made to be in solitude, it's not forever. All right. You are calling in a divine partner, a divine union, your spirit tribe, and they are going to be authentic, just like you are. They are going to be honest, just like you are. They are going to know that they are divine being, just like you do. They are going to love themselves just like you do. So it can grow, so it can prosper, so you don't have to deal with the back and forth bullshit. You ain't gonna have to deal with that. All right. So that's just something for you to look forward to. All right. So just make sure that you're remaining optimistic. Okay. And if you're having a hard day, wear your favorite color. All right. And this is just something personal for me. Like, so right now I'm in a different state because I'm currently in school, right? And yesterday was just a really hard day for me. And, I meditated last night and, I just thought about it like, girl, get out of your ego. You can't be so frustrated with yourself. Like I'm still healing too. You feel me? I'm learning to give myself grace and to not be so hard on myself. And today I chose to wear my favorite color, like literally my pants is the same color as my shirt. And when I say it brought me so much strength, okay, because every time I look down and see me this bright ass green, it just made me feel so good. And when I say that, everything that I struggled with yesterday, I mastered today. So continue to believe in yourself and find the things, the little things, you know what I'm saying? Because the little things build up into big things. All right, so make sure that you're doing your affirmations and believing in yourself. And when you have the times to that you get frustrated, feel your feelings, but make sure that you're realizing the root of the problem. All right, like for me, for an example, so I was getting frustrated. Like I got frustrated with the school, my instructor, and then when I got by myself, I was like, girl, you ain't mad at the school. You ain't mad at the instructor, girl. You mad at yourself because you're not getting it. You know what I'm saying? And then when things really started to click for me, I was like, okay, all right, you know? So give yourself grace and give yourself a break. Okay, you don't always have to work. Even if you're doing your inner child healing and it gets to be too intense, give it a break. All right, give it a break and do some self love, some self care. All right, do a mask, get a massage, shit, massage yourself. All right, but you got to do those things. All right, um, definitely, don't just keep pushing, 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 because you don't want to get burnt out, right? Because when you get burnt out, that's when you end up doing things that you ain't supposed to do. All right. So we all here for forward momentum. All right. If this resonated, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Continue to live and love and light. Bye.